intelligence transmission. My name's Damkianna, and this is the very first session of a weekly series that I'm going to be dropping on my YouTube. But I also really wanted to bring my community from Instagram behind the scenes. So right now I'm filming live and I'm recording, and this video will be released in the future. So we are kind of time jumping right now. And the thing that is most important to me about these sessions is that it's not pre-planned. This is a moment where together we tap in to a higher intelligence, a collective wisdom that is always, always present. And the rhythms that I go about in my day, the way I start my morning, the way I shift my perspective, my energy, my attitude, my thoughts, that is the epitome of tapping into the divine creator frequency. Because there's so many frequencies that we can tap into every day. There's countless pulling us in every direction. But what I love is that we have this really incredible technology of our body. And today's session is about the technology of the body. You, my love, have this nervous system, this physical vessel, and just in your mind's eye, imagine all the videos, all the pictures that you've seen of the nervous system. It's like these veins running through the body. But what is it actually doing? Your nervous system is communicating. Your nervous system is sending information. But when you really look at how your nervous system is sending information, it's pulsing light. Isn't that fucking incredible? It's pulsing light. And so I invite you to recognize how powerful you truly are and to tap into this ancient technology that is living within you right now. And I'm going to light some incense because part of the technology of our body is that we have all these different senses. We have smell, taste, touch, sight, and hearing. And our nervous system is always gathering data, always communicating between all these different realms. And it's putting together information so that we know how to best navigate the world. What an incredible gift. That we don't even have to think about these things. It's just happening, almost like all of the software that's running in the background of your iPhone or your computer. It's just a program that's running. It's a software, it's a technology. So I want to ask you, how tuned in are you to the technology of your body? When you wake up every morning, do you even notice it exists? Or are you just going about your day just in your brain? Because yes, in our brain, we also have all of these neural pathways that operate very similarly to our nervous system. It's pulses of light and information that is sending and receiving information so that you know how to move through the world. But if you are only using this technology, your mind, your brain, your conscious thought, you are missing out on so much information. And so I invite you to do this practice with me. One of the most powerful parts of your technology is your imagination. And I know I just got done saying that the mind is not the end all of your intelligence and your ability to make decisions. There's all these other layers, but we'll get to that. Because in our culture and our society, the mind has been made our God. But that is just one portion, one small portion of the intelligence that is available to us. However, one of the most potent tools within the mind is the imagination. And so, whatever your relationship is to your imagination, some people have a hard time visualizing. That's okay, we are all different. But I want to invite you to play with this, because as a child, you were able to play imaginary games, imagine, daydream, and as we go through life, often we become severed from this super powerful tool of creation. So here's what I do every day that helps me tap into my divine creator frequency, that helps me tap in to the intelligence of the technology of my body. And a very important piece to this is that we are comprised of mind, body, and spirit. When you go and you expand into the spiritual realm, you have transcendental meditations, you go on medicine journeys, you explore philosophy and spirituality. That's one realm. But if you expand without having the ability to bring all of that intelligence deep into the body and to live rooted and grounded here on planet Earth, then you're also missing out on an opportunity to be in multiple realms at once, but in harmony. That's what alignment is all about. So the technology of your body does not just mean you're super tuned into your body and you're listening to your intuition. That's all important. But the body is a receiver for something beyond you, beyond me. We are a part of a collective intelligence. And so when you tap in to the intelligence of the body, when you awaken more than just the five senses, when you honor the five senses and combine them with your higher intelligence, then you become a bridge for divinity to channel and funnel into. Then your decisions become clearer, because you're not just stuck up here in the mind. You're not just lost in all of the emotions and the feelings and the sensations of the body. You're not just floating off into cosmic bliss. You're able to merge all of those superpowers. So here's the practice I want to invite you into in this moment. I invite you to close your eyes. Wherever you're comfortable, you can lay down, you can sit. Eventually you can do these practices running in the back of your mind while you're driving, while you're doing the dishes. But I invite you to first begin practicing this in a dedicated space where you feel safe, where you feel comfortable. Create a sacred moment with yourself. I do this every morning to tap into the intelligence of my mind, my body, and spirit, to activate the technology of my body. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you that your nervous system, running through your whole body, the super highway of light and information flowing up and down your spine, communing with all of the neural pathways in your brain, that is the technology I'm speaking of. Literally, light pulsing. Literally, minerals and organic material becoming channels for this information to pass through. It's such a divine intelligence. So let's honor it. Let's welcome it. Let's harmonize with it. So I invite you to close your eyes. just notice your breathing first and foremost. The breath in and of itself is an ancient technology. The rhythm in which you breathe creates different brain states, creates different energetic flow in the body. The breath is medicine. The breath is a tool. There will be many other transmissions about the breath, but for now, I just invite you to let your breath be rhythmic. Let your breath guide you. Don't think too much about the breath. I invite you to notice your ribs expanding out in all directions as you breathe in. Begin to notice your back and allow the muscles in your back to relax and expand open to receive a full breath. This is the first step to tapping into the intelligence of your body, your breath, your presence. So breathing in through the nose, breathing out gently through a relaxed jaw, open mouth. Now, something else very important about the breath. Something else very important about the breath is that when you breathe in, allow your stomach to expand like a balloon. I'm a singer, and so as a singer, we are taught that when you take a breath in, it's not up here, it's down here. And that's because there's this muscle right here, your diaphragm. And when you breathe in, that diaphragm actually moves down, making more space for the lungs. And when you allow your belly to expand like a balloon, it's pulling that diaphragm down and making more space for the breath. This is so important, and this is something that I want you to pay attention to throughout the day. Notice if your stomach is tight. Notice if when you're trying to take a full breath, you're up here. No, we don't just want to focus up here. We actually want to relax the shoulders. We want to open and expand all of the muscles in the ribs. We want to soften the belly. Imagine a toddler or a little baby. Their stomach is soft. They run around with their stomach just soft and round. But as we move through life, just in the same way we become disconnected from our imagination, we also become disconnected from that soft, relaxed belly, midsection, diaphragm, and chest. That is a reaction to protect ourselves. This is why it's so important every day to really take a pause and tune in to the intelligence and the technology of your body through the breath, which regulates the nervous system. Starting with the breath, we're sending a signal to all of your nervous system to say, it's safe. I am safe. We are safe. And just think about this. When you go throughout your day, how often are you met with the message, you are safe? We're driving down the roads. We're trying to make it to work on time. We're navigating social media feeds and wars and politics. We have relationship challenges. There's so many different moments in our day that are filled with a very different energy, not an energy that says you're safe. So you have to choose to create that safety within yourself. This is tapping in to your divine creator frequency. So every morning, set a 1-minute timer, a 5-minute timer, and just focus on your breath. And this is leading into the visualization. We'll get there. So we're learning how to access the technology of the breath to send the signal to the nervous system that says, I am safe. Now, there are so many other tools that you can use, tapping and different regulation techniques. I encourage you to learn what regulation techniques work best for you. But breath is truly one of the most powerful and direct ways to send that signal to the nervous system. And the thing is when your nervous system relaxes, when every pathway in your spine receives this message that I am safe, then your higher intelligence comes online, because you're not just in primal survival reactive mode. Then you navigate life in a way where you are not pushed and pulled by the energies around you, because you become a pillar of clarity. That is such a sacred gift of our nervous system. And we'll get into that in other transmissions. The energy body, so powerful. Now, let's return to our breath. So, notice again. Take a deep breath in. Allow your lungs to expand in all directions. Allow your stomach to soften. When you breathe out, allow your stomach to move in. That is the foundation. Now stay with that breath and just allow yourself to be in that rhythm. Now we're going to add imagination. So allow your eyes to be closed. Stay with that dedication to noticing your breath, to noticing any tension in the body as you breathe in, to releasing that tension as you exhale. Your breath is your guide. And in your mind's eye, I invite you to just turn on the TV screen of your imagination. You get to create with whatever visuals you feel inspired by. And what I want you to call into your imagination is imagine your spine, and there is light flowing up and flowing down your spine. As you breathe in, you draw light up your spine, all the way up, where it connects to your brainstem. As you breathe out and exhale, imagine that light is flowing down your spine. This is a very simple, yet very foundational practice for us to tune into our spine. When have you tuned into your spine and imagined this light moving up and moving down? If you are not aware of the way that your energy moves, you miss out on being able to conduct and direct and focus your energy. So anytime throughout your day that you're feeling overwhelmed, that you're feeling scattered, that you're feeling drained, just pausing for 30 seconds to tune into your breath and to imagine light moving up your spine when you breathe in, light moving down your spine when you exhale. It's an immediate reset button. Now, there are many other practices that I am so excited to share with you. Many other visualizations and tools that you can use every day to tap into your divine creator frequency, to tap in to a higher intelligence. And I offer you this tool. You're probably like, wait, what? That was it? Yes, that is it. I guarantee you, if you practice that throughout the day, you will begin to tap into a level of clarity, ease, and safety, peace, tranquility, beauty, and magic. Things will begin to flow for you. And we will build upon this practice. So, this is the closing of our first higher intelligence transmission. My name is Damkianna, and I am so honored to share these tools, these practices, because there was a time where I felt so torn, so pulled in every direction by the chaos of the world, by my desire to create positive impact without knowing how. And I received multidimensional initiations that brought me back to my sacred divine intelligence that lives within my body. And I'm here to guide you because you are an ancient, cosmic, and wise soul. The energy that comprises your vessel cannot be destroyed. And so, when you tune in, when you are present, when you know how to truly connect with your body, mind, and spirit, you are unstoppable. You are divinity in form. You always have the support of the entire cosmos. And I want to remind you that you are a divine creator, and that frequency is something you can tap into at all times. So I want to thank everyone for joining me on this Instagram Live, and make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, that you follow me on Instagram, so that you can follow this journey with me. We are here for a purpose. You are here for a purpose. And it is my mission to create spaces where we can all remember our divine creator frequency. So much love, and I can't wait to see you grow and expand and ground into your power.